There's a new series of Star Trek coming out. So I just heard that they're going to be making a new series of Star Trek. I'm pretty excited to hear about this. Always like to have more Star Trek. The PICARD really was a little bit of a weird kind of show. It wasn't terrible as such, but it wasn't the best of Star Trek, I think. Anyway, new one's going to be Star Trek with Captain Pike. It's going to be called Strange New Worlds. Strange name, whatever. And it's going to be in the years preceding the arrival of Captain Kirk, so just around before the time of the 60s series. With Captain Pike, who used to be the captain of the Enterprise before Kirk took over. I really hope it'll be a good series and that they will be able to stay true to the ethos of Star Trek. I was pretty happy to see the reveal video online and to see Anson Mount, who will be playing Captain Pike, or who has played Captain Pike, in fact, before, saying we're going to be working on a classic Star Trek show that deals with optimism and the future. There we go. Thank you. That's what we want to see. Something optimistic, as I've said many times on these various little videos I've been making on this channel. Star Trek was always about futuristic things, new technology, exploring new worlds, and having a crew that was compelling and relatable, despite oftentimes including many aliens and everyone working together and exploring new things. I do hope they don't fall into the traps of having this kind of generic sort of Avengers style, or Marvel style I should say, sarcasm, humor, little bits like that. Star Trek, if you just go back to the old 60s shows, they did have a little bit of a witty element to it at certain points that was funny. I hope they can maintain that sort of type of humor and have some areas of levity here and there. But anyway, I've seen a few clips of. I haven't watched Discovery. I didn't like the premise and the setting and setup and stuff, so I didn't watch it. But I have seen some clips of Captain Pike in Discovery. I think his portrayal really did sort of fit into that time period that we're supposed to be going for, in terms of in the Star Trek universe with the Federation, like where the Federation was at the time just before and coming up to Kirk's time as the captain. And so I think it'll be fun to watch. I'm really having high hopes for this thing. We really do need a good Star Trek series. One thing I would say is, when they're talking about something about optimism in the future, I still don't see why they tend towards going back in time in the universal scale. So back to before Star Trek, before Kirk, or always heading towards the backside. And even with Enterprise, going back to before they had transporters or something. But anyway, they had transporters anyway pretty soon after the show started. I don't know why, if they want to talk about the future, and if they want to do some new stuff and do things newly and portray things in a different way, I don't know why they can't go into the future, literally, beyond Voyager. They did it with Picard, kind of, but it's a kind of a messy story. Didn't really fit in fully with the Star Trek style that they've had up to now. Anyway, we'll see what this is like. Hope they can do well on this and make this science fiction more relevant to today and continue this great legacy. Make it fun as well, interesting to watch. Thanks so much for listening. That's all I've got right now. Please leave a like if you like what you heard. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think. What do you want to see from the show? Which worlds do you want them to go and visit on their Strange New Worlds adventure? And please consider subscribing. Thank you so much.